The 75th anniversary of NCA camps, I just feel proud. Like I feel like I get to be a part of the foundation. We take a lot of pride in trying to prepare these young adults as they move into their professional lives.
Working for NCA has been a huge part of my life. The things that come to mind are gratitude, and pride.
I was an electrical engineer going to school. I was, taking tons of math classes. I was building circuits and that kind of stuff. And then cheerleading came into my life and it opened up a whole new world of potential. And NCA kind of paved that way. It really led to where I'm at today. And it all started with just a simple camp.
I have found a passion that I didn't know I could have throughout my entire life, working with kids, working with young adults, working with coaches, and really bringing an impact to their lives through the activity of cheer and dance, showing them that the leadership and the values that they can learn through what they do on the sidelines or on the competition mat is something that will take them through every single phase in their life.
Lawrence Russell Herkimer, affectionately known as Herky.
Lawrence Herkimer was an amazing man. The insight he had when he first took his passion for cheering on the sidelines and working with individuals in the field to teach them something that wasn't commonplace at that time.
Herky started NCA in 1948. He went to Sam Houston State University, which was the very first camp location, and started there with 200 cheerleaders that came in. He was a great gymnast. He was very talented. A jumper and tumbler and acrobatic type person. And then he started going around to other campuses around the country where he would go to Illinois State University. Then he would use the ISU cheerleaders and he would train them for a few days, and then they would have kids there and they would train them and go home. Then he started building a staff and building kids that could then represent each different area of the country. There was a team at camp that was just the sweetest team. They were always on time. They were energetic. They wanted to do their best, but they didn't have the talent. They didn't have the skills yet because they were so new to cheerleading. But Herky really recognized them and noticed them, but they had nothing to give them. They couldn't give them a ribbon or a first place trophy or anything like that. And so what they did is they went and broke a branch off of a tree, and then the girls put their red and blue ribbons around it and they handed it to this team as a special award.
To this day, we still continue to offer the Spirit Stick as one of the most coveted prizes at summer camp. It's awarded each night to the teams that show true and genuine spirit, not only with their own team members, but with others at camp and with our staff.
Still, it has the same meaning to those kids. If you go to an SMU rally or anywhere around the country and you say, okay, guess what time it is? It's time for Spirit Sticks. The whole crowd is screaming and yelling like they've known about this stick since birth.
Herky would be looking for staff throughout every camp, and it wasn't just about the skills. He was looking for those individuals that connected with the kids and with the coaches on a different level. They could talk to them, inspire them, be creative with them, and help them learn new skills through technique and through just the ability to know that you can do it.
When we open camp, we always start with Herky's story because we don't want that legacy to die.
In such a short amount of time, we've seen such growth from a single camp that happened with Herky to what it's become today is just, I don't know if anybody could have envisioned that.
The biggest change that I've seen in camp is probably just athleticism and the way that cheerleading evolved while still keeping true to its roots.
Coming to camp, you cannot simulate that environment in a practice gym. When you're around other teams and other coaches and you're put into a situation where you're having to practice and perform just like you are getting ready for a pep rally, getting ready for your first game. You cannot simulate that in a practice gym. So you're getting the training, you're getting the experience, you're getting the exposure not just to our staff, but to other teams, other coaches.
Personally, NCA is my foundation. It's hard not to get emotional talking about everything that it's brought to my life. I have met some of my greatest friends across the country because we all share the values that NCA brought to our lives.
My passion is about training the staff, about making sure that they are kids of strong character, that they have a vision of being their very best.
And what I love about NCA is we've always adapted to what's new and what's different, but our core values, our emphasis on leadership and those types of character traits haven't changed.
I'm so thankful for NCA to really stick to their core values, and I think that if we can continue that trend, especially in the chaos that's going on in this world, we're still going to be the shining light that people are going to go towards and say, yeah, that was great. I can tell you were an NCA instructor.